So, here's the latest on the Yankees. What's going on, everybody? Doing well. So, Brian Cashman has been this week in the GM meetings, and he's been interviewed by some folks. And tonight, he doesn't give him much intel. He's not going to give people much intel or show his cards. People are just going to come up with their own conspiracy theories or talking points and so on and so forth. He knows this. He's not going to feed the beast, especially the beast of propaganda. So, but, he was asked questions about Steve Cohen, and he gave generalized answers. Like, he knows Steve Cohen's going to make a bid for Juan Soto. He's got deep pockets, right? He knows about Garrett Cole. He knows about the rest of the Yankees, right? So he knows the situation, okay? But that's not really the news that we know right now that I'm sharing with you. So your notifications are turned on if you're subscribed to this channel. If you're not, please subscribe to this channel before you leave. I thank you so much for that. Okay, I don't want you to miss anything because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. The winter meetings are in 4 weeks. That's when things are really going to pick up. But I expect some free agent moves and even some trades to happen before that. And I don't want you to miss anything. But what we do know now is that he's not only talking with Scott Boras about Juan Soto, obviously, but he's also talking to him in active discussion with him about first baseman Pete Alonso. So I said this yesterday. I said this last couple of days too. I honestly don't expect Pete Alonso to come here or Alex Bregman or even Christian Walker. Why? Because they're all attached to qualifying offers. So, which will cost Yankees more than they need to for any of these guys. I expect them to either pursue a trades for the first base market, or once Munetaka Murakami gets posted, apparently his team's supposed to post him early, he'll be subject to international free agency. If they do, then they'll go after him. And subject to international free agency means 3 years of pre-arb, 3 years of arb. So you can get him on the cheap, just like the Angels did with Shohei Ohtani. They posted him early. Okay, so with that said, there's also talk about Roki Sasaki being posted early, which would also be subject to international free agency. And if both happen to get posted early, I'd be surprised. But if they do, the Yankees would be wise to be all over these guys. And if the Yankees somehow got them, it'd be our version of Ohtani and Yamamoto to the Dodgers. So I don't buy into the Dodgers are going to get everybody from Japan and so on. So, but with that said as well, going back to this first base situation, Ken Rosenthal proposed a trade. I don't know if you heard this, but he proposed Nestor Cortez going to the Anaheim for Logan O'Hoppe, who's the catcher. Now, he's hit .244 this year, 20 homers, 56 RBIs, and a .712 OPS. He hits righty, he throws righty. You might be asking, why a catcher? We have Austin Wells, right? We have maybe even Jose Trevino, or they just added J.C. Escarra, and we've also have Carlos Narvaez. We got catching depth, right? Yes, we do. But in the other part of his proposal, he actually suggested bringing O'Hoppe and putting him behind the plate. He's got several years left in his contract before he's a free agent of team control, I should say. And then moving Austin Wells to first base. So that would be a little bit of realignment. Allow the Yankees to continue to go on the cheap, get affordable players, add some contact and some more production behind the plate, and switch that production from behind the plate to first base. If they decide not to trade for someone like Vinny Pasquantino or Josh Naylor, we're hearing all these names. Or if they decide to not go after Murakami or give one of these other guys who are attached to qualifying offers a contract. So a lot of these options are going to be proposed. I have my 10 bold trades. I'm going to be live on Friday to talk about that. I've got Strike Zone and Effie coming joining me tonight. We're going to talk about which Yankees should stay, which Yankees should go versus which Yankees will stay and which Yankees will go. That's going to be interesting. And I've got Ryan from Fireside Yankees joining me on Saturday night. We're going to be talking about if Soto stays, what do the Yankees do? If Soto goes, what do the Yankees do? That's going to be fun too. So stay tuned. Make sure you're ready. That's why I say turn your notifications on. I don't want you to miss anything. We're going to be live quite a bit this offseason. I'll be live during the winter meetings, so I've got some plans there as well. And again, I want you to be updated. I want you to be in the front of the line when news comes in. But let me know what you think about this. That's the latest right now in terms of news when it comes to the Yankees. Okay, Brian Cashman is talking actively about Juan Soto and Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso's probably due diligence, just like Alex Bregman would be, just like any of these other guys would be. He'll do his due diligence like on everybody. We're here that the Yankees are linked to 1,000 guys, just like we're going to hear that the Dodgers are linked to 1,000 guys. So, but maybe the Yankees will be a little bit busier, maybe Dodgers type of busy this offseason, and actually bring in some guys because they do need to not only get depth, they need to strengthen the bottom third of that lineup. 7, 8, 9's got to get better. Okay, and this could be a way to towards doing that without breaking the bank. Right? Look at Logan O'Hopp's stats. Not that different from Alex Bregman. Right? So not that different from Vinny Pasquantino. Pasquantino displays a little bit more power. I get that. You know, Christian Walker's stats aren't that much more gaudy either. But he's going to cost more, and he's also attached to a QO. Plus, he's 34 years old. O'Hoppe, I think, is younger. He's 27, I think. And that's going to make a difference. When Austin Wells is 25, O'Hoppe is actually 24. So he's young. So that'll add some youth to this Yankees team. And again, youth, athleticism, and he's solid behind the plate. So, and the fact is, the Angels need pitching. And I do think the Yankees are going to look into moving Nestor Cortez and even Marcus Stroman this offseason. And in that, I do expect them to add a pitcher. I heard rumors this morning about somebody proposed that Yankees are saying that the Yankees are going to take Jack Flaherty away from the Dodgers. Would I be surprised? No. He's not attached to a QO, and he can't be because he was traded at the deadline. So this is the way the Yankees can add a pitcher. And even Blake Snell, he's not attached to a QO either. I do expect them to add a pitcher, especially if they trade a pitcher. Which pitcher? I don't know. Snell's going to be the most expensive. Flaherty be a little bit cheaper, and he won't be require as many years, I don't think, as well. So stay tuned. This is going to be a very busy offseason. But have you heard about this stuff? Have you heard that Cashman's talking about Pete Alonso actively with Scott Boras? And the fact is, once we get more concrete information, generally that ramps up during the winter meetings. We'll have an idea of what Scott Boras is looking for in terms of money for his clients. And he's repping 18 players this offseason. 18. A dozen and a half. So he's going to be busy. I don't expect him to hold the offseason hostage, but I think he's going to be busy. Pete Alonso, Corbin Burns, Snell, and Soto, they're all Scott Boras clients. All of them. So, but when it comes to the Yankees, expect a lot of these little pieces. But I do expect them to be more busy in the trade market than the free agency market because of payroll constraints that we don't know about yet, right? I talked about non-tender candidates the other day as a way of stripping another $10 million off the payroll. Okay, these guys can be and anybody who's an arbitration player can be non-tendered. The Yankees can walk away without having to pay them a contract. That's the only time they can do that. Once you sign a free agent contract, every dime is guaranteed. So give me your take on this, gang. I'll keep you updated on the latest. Have a great day. Talk to you next time.